Hey, what's up, fellas? I'm Luscious Female Fan Steve Alicious here, and today is going to be a follow-up video. A few months ago, I talked about the AT&T 3G shutdown, and it more focused on some of the fringe devices, like the BlackBerry devices, some of the older Windows Phone devices, things like that that were kind of on the cusp of being shut down, and how you could keep them going at least a little bit longer. This one I want to focus on devices that should very well make the cut in February 2022, but people are getting text messages saying their devices are not supported, and it's killing me because so many of these devices are supported, and I think AT&T is just sending out these automated mass texts if it doesn't match up the IMEI of a device that they're going to cover or they think they're going to cover. If it's just not one that was sold through AT&T, seems to be a big one. If you got it unlocked from somewhere else, if you had swapped out an active SIM in a supported device to another unlocked device, that seems to be a big one. But there are a lot of devices out there that people are getting text for, and there was a lot of comments in that video that's killing me. People saying, hey, I love my XYZ device. I just got a text saying it's not supported. What's the deal? I'm going to have to say goodbye to it, whatever it is. And I'm here to tell you, don't just go quietly into the night. All right, there's some things you could do here and a lot of stuff that you have to know, and a lot of these devices are still going to be supported. The one that killed me was just the other night, and that's why I thought to do this video. This gentleman saying he got a text saying his S8, his Samsung Galaxy S8 Active was not going to be supported, which is absolute nonsense. It absolutely is supported. You might have to go with tech support and match up the IMEI to the specific phone, especially if you just purchased it off contract or unlocked or whatever the heck case may be. If you didn't purchase it through an AT&T store or their website, they seem to be giving people a lot of problems. The same with the Sony Xperia 1, the first one from 2019. I got the text for that saying it wasn't supported. But then I sat there with customer service and I said, hold on, it has the bands I need. It even has it in the option for LTE. And eventually, after wearing them down, they provisioned it for me. They say it matched up the SIM and the number to the IMEI of the supported phone or the phone that they then supported, and I was able to get on the network. So there's a lot of phones like that. Like I said, the S8 Active. There's going to be a bunch of phones that actually do make the cut that people are going to get. Your Galaxy Note 4 is on that list of phones that will still be okay. Your LG G3 is on that list of phones that still will be okay. The Nokia Lumia 830 from that far back is on the list of devices that still will be okay. So when you look at the actual accepted device list and you realize some of the text that you're getting, there were people getting texts about the Moto G Stylus just because you bought it unlocked from somewhere. Don't take no for an answer, especially if you go online and you understand that your phone supports it, because it absolutely it broke my heart, some of these messages. Oh, I've been using my so-and-so for years. The one that I've been having the most trouble with is the Google Pixel XL, the original. I got a comment about that the other day. Someone saying, hey, they got the text that it wasn't going to be supported. I just got off with chat literally minutes ago. I got mine provisioned a while ago for voice over LTE. Seems to be working fine. Didn't get a text. And I just went on chat again. And I had them get on with the supervisor, and they did, saying that even though for some reason this isn't on the list of supported devices that are still going to be around in February 2022, it can be provisioned for voice over LTE. And that backs up a lot of the stuff that you read online, that these have had voice over LTE since Android, this one particular, I think it was an option with the Android 9 or 10 install, but you had other devices that basically after Android 6, you were okay. I think it was, Android 7, right? No, with the Google Pixel XL, it was Android 7. After that, you got voice over LTE support. So don't necessarily just take the text out of hand and be like, oh, okay, well, I guess I got to change my device, because that's what they want you to do. They're not going to be the ones that go around and go through every specific case of every phone and make sure it's going to be compatible with the network come February. Because what they want, listen, their objective is to sell more devices. That's what they're going to want you to do. They're going to get you on the website. They're going to say, hey, we'll send you out this free one, which I'm getting one, by the way, from my BlackBerry Passport line that they say is out of date. They're sending me a free phone. So we'll review that, but I'm sure it's going to be a gem. Okay? So don't rely on that. So basically, they want you to get that thing, realize it's a Fisher-Price phone, and then go on their website and pick something else and spend some money. But a lot of people don't have to do that. So please, 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 if you got that text and you have a flagship or anything even comparable to a flagship from at minimum 2016 and forward, you most likely are okay. If they're supporting devices like that Lumia 830 and an LG G3 and your Note 4, I mean, where were those from? 2014? So if you have a newer device than that, double check before you plop even $1 down on another AT&T device. I know what a lot of people are saying. I got a lot of comments in the last video. Well, just don't use AT&T. Why? In the United States, I wish it were that simple. Because don't forget, a lot of these MVNOs and the virtual operators and stuff like that are going to be affected by this as well. Because they're just leasing the lines from the big guys. And Verizon was the most aggressive with getting rid of 3G devices. They stopped activating new 3G devices, I think, in 2018. You could still use them. They extended their date. I think they're going until 2023 with their 3G network. But they stopped activating new ones, which makes it all the more difficult. So if you have one, hold on to it. But otherwise, and T-Mobile, I don't know what to tell you about T-Mobile. I like my phone to work indoors. I don't. Maybe you have better success with T-Mobile. I never did. And the same thing with Sprint. And Sprint, basically, they're combined now and merged and stuff like that. But I never had success once you got inside with T-Mobile. So really, in the United States, it's Verizon and AT&T as far as the big guys are concerned that you could get phones through and all the rest of it. And when you're talking GSM and swapping, for the most part, it was for a lot of years, it was AT&T. So if you have AT&T, if you got a text, if you're looking at it, if it's a Sony Xperia 1, if it's a Moto G Stylus, if it's an S8 Active, any of the S8, any of the S-line Galaxies going all the way back, and you're looking at it, it's like, geez, it's a relatively up-to-date device. It was from the last 5 or 6 years. Double check. And then get on with tech support. And don't be afraid to get in there. And phrase it like this. This is what I do. Get your facts straight. Know whether your phone's supported or not. And start the conversation with tech support. I recommend the chat. It seems like they're a little bit more interested in helping you on the chat than on the phone. On the phone, they literally look at the list and say, okay, nope, not supported. Sorry. On your way. I got to go. Next call. But on the chat, they seem a little bit more willing to help you. But go in with confidence. If you know your device is supported, say, hey, listen, my device supports voice over LTE. Please provision my device. And they'll take the IMEI down, and they'll send you a carrier update and all the rest of it, but they'll get it on the network. And a big thing is going to be matching the SIM card that you have active in the phone to the IMEI to make sure it's provisioned. So that's what they're doing. So, like I said, it was killing me. It was killing me. So many comments saying, geez, I got a text on X phone and it's not that old and I got it from wherever. It's just the fact that you got it from somewhere else other than AT&T that they weren't thrilled about, and they really don't want to be bothered with you if you didn't get the phone through them. If you've made it this far, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you got a device that you think is borderline or you don't know, or maybe you got a text, leave it in the comment section below. It's fine. I'm checking these things all the time because I got a bunch of them as well. So I'm curious which devices are going to be supported and which aren't. Until next time, have that Steve-alicious day.